in ya. We about to get in ya. Oh, yo. Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. This is your host, Andrew Motherfangers. And today's podcast is brought to you. No, I'm joking. Today's podcast is on YouTube and also on Twitch. Also, where you can find Andrew Cruz and the Cruising Podcast is at Cruising Podcast on Instagram. Also, Nicetown. Goodness gracious. Also, a Nicetown Finest on Twitter. And also, I forgot where else you can find the Cruising Podcast is on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. You're welcome. Thank you. And you're welcome. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So today is supposed to be anime and video games. But first, I want to start by talking about something that's very deep into nerd culture. Not only is it deep nerd culture, it's one of the probably greatest movies. The first two movies were one of the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movies of all time. And yes, I'm talking about I was about to say Transformer. Terminators. Terminator 1, Terminator 2. But this is not about that. But just in case you guys don't understand, the premise behind Terminator is that Skynet takes over the world and brings these metal machines called Terminators to Earth to wipe off humanity. Let me tell you something. We are going another step towards having Skynet take over the world. Now, hopefully, we can understand that maybe we need to chill the fuck out with all this CGI and AI shit and let's get everything, maybe a little chilled out a little bit, because there's news that's just been handed down that James Dean, if you don't know who James Dean is, first of all, you need to go in pop culture and get your life together. Second of all, James Dean has been dead for over 50 years. 50. James Dean has been dead. He died. You want to know how? In a car accident. With what kind of car? Little Bastard. The cursed vehicle. Of course, the cursed I think it's a Porsche. If I remember correctly, that's what Little Bastard was James Dean is apparently going to hold on, let me figure out what Little Bastard is real quick, because if you don't know, this is like nerd / curse culture and all the rest of this shit. So James Dean died in 1950. Oh, I'm sorry. Not just over 50 years ago, over 64 years ago. September 30th, 1955, James Dean died from the car that is called Little Fucking Bastard. He was doing was it for his show? If I remember correctly, it was for his show. What was Little Bastard, man? I'm trying to remember. I know it was a Porsche. Yeah, it's definitely a Porsche. I just forgot what kind of Porsche. But James E died 64 years ago. All right. So Porsche 550 Spider 550 Spider. Goodness gracious, what is going on right now? First thing that comes to mind is James Dean. Yes, yeah. So this is 64 years ago. 1955 is when James Dean died. We are going to have a movie that is going to be starring James Dean in a CGI role 64 years after he passed away. The show, first of all, the movie is kind of funny. The title of the movie is funny. It's called Finding Jack. And if you don't know, I think that's the name of the movie from Tropic Thunder, Ben Stiller, and the famous words that Robert Downey Jr. has ever said in his lifetime. I won't say it out. Know what the fuck I'm talking about. You never go full what? Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, you can finish that yourself. I don't want to get into any scraps about saying certain words, because some people say if they say certain words around me, somebody might get slapped. So that's just the question. This is just what we're going to do. So, but listen, how the fuck are you bringing back James Dean from you him back from the dead 64 years later in a movie, a Vietnam War movie. How the first of all, if this works, there's going to be a lot of explaining, because first of all, we had the Tupac hologram at Coachella. Well, like that was about, wow, that was a longer time ago than this. This like it's about maybe 10 years. No, the hologram. Damn, that hologram was about 10 years ago. Might be even later than that. We had a hologram. Yeah, Tupac doing a concert. James Dean. I cannot believe this is true. Like, you guys have to understand that technology has gotten good that we can bring actors back to life to play a movie. Like, yes, James Dean will be digitally resurrected for a new film. Is a movie magic or dark arts? Both. It's both. This is the Washington Post 7 hours ago. Magic City, the production company is Magic City Films, and they are bringing back James Dean as a CGI character. I am very. This is fuckery. This is not. You look. Listen. You can put this under his IMBD. That's the crazy part about this. You can put this under that, and that's going to be the. You know what I mean? That you can get Bob Dylan and Spiders. Oh no! Oh, that's for the Bob Dylan had the car too, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's not James Dean. It's his face on mocap performance and an anonymous actor providing voice pattern. And I don't give a fuck. You can go back in time. No, well, you can go back. Listen, movies have been. It's so sophisticated probably now that you could probably go back, get James Dean's voice, have the cadence of some of the words that he says, and you could probably have him acted out on screen. This doesn't freak anyone out. This doesn't freak anyone out. First of all, James Dean died at 24 years old, which is sad. It's so sad, man. He had one of the most. His career was starting to go up, having that little uptick at 24. And he's about to do big things. Everybody is slamming this. Look at this. I'm looking at Variety right now, 5 hours ago. Chris Evans, Dylan Sprouse, and more slam CGI restoration of James Dean. Yo, I'm telling you, if this works out, we are fucked. I'm telling you now. Because that means they can digitally they can digitally resurrect anybody. That's how much closer we're getting to AI. That's how much closer we're getting. Now, if he once again, he's probably not acting, he's not doing his acting because he passed away. But his essence is there because he's on film. We have him on film. We have him talking on film. It wasn't like he was doing fucking silent movies. This is freaky, man. This is that freaky. We're in that freaky space where we need to we're in that little space in time where we can either really screw this up or this can be really awesome. But at the same time, both are actually very real possibilities happening at the same time. Very, very real possibilities that both of these can happen at the same time. So I'm freaking out. I don't know if this actually works to like perfection. We got a problem on our hands. That's crazy. We're at a point that we're here. We're at this point where we can bring back I'm surprised. It was crazy. It's James Dean first. That's the first CGI. I mean, once again, think about this though. That means you could possibly bring back, if this works, you can bring back Heath Ledger. You can bring back, I don't know, Marilyn Monroe. Maybe a younger Marlon Brando when he was Stanley Kowalski. This is endless. Soon, you want to know why actors are mad that this is happening? Is because this is taking away a role from a possible A-list actor. That's why actors are pissed off about it, because this is taken away from them. This is taking money out their pocket. This shit is crazy. How do you do this? It's amazing. It's very much amazing. Okay, So, all right, let's get to the anime portion of everything. I just wanted to talk about this nerd. It's a nerd thing, but a CGI actor from that's been dead for 64 years. I'm speechless, man. I don't know what else to really say about it. This we're at that weird fucking time. That's all I'm saying, man. We are at a very, very, very weird time. All right, let's talk about anime. I got to watch One Punch Man. I got to finish One Punch Man. I actually finished the season off. I didn't know I was that far deep in the season, but I only had like what 4 or 5 episodes left. Yo, for real, this is actually like, yo, Gero is first of all the epitome of like, like humanity's worst nightmare because he doesn't have monstrous power. He wasn't one of the people that ate the monster thing, but he is thinking of of him being a person that's a monster. And that's very real. It's like kind of like the Joker, like that's a real person. He doesn't have superpowers. He's just a guy that knows martial arts and can fuck people up. Like I remember when he first stepped on the scene. He murked a whole entire room full of villains. Regular villains. He was the only one that killed everybody in there. And then killed class A, B, like a couple class A heroes and a couple class B heroes. Now, this dude went through some wars after this against Metal Bat, against well, he needs to stop running into Saitama. Every time he runs into Saitama, it's like a one little like hit. Like yes, his name is One Punch Man, but I think he controls like how much of a power he's going to put behind it. Like he can kick you, punch you, but won't kill you. But he went through some wars at the end of the season against Bang and Boom, and also Bang and Boom, Silverfang, and also he fought against a bunch of Class A heroes at the end too. All of them that had long distance potential to like really hurt. Like they were making sure that he couldn't get close, and somehow he got close and beat the shit out of all of them after his fight with Metal Bat, and also after being kicked through a wall by Saitama. Like, oh, my bad. I should have I'm gonna put spoilers in the descriptions. My bad. Whoops. But Guro is what the epitome of if somebody puts their mind to it without having extra things. You know what I'm saying? Like he has the ambition to become a monster, become the king of the Monster Association, to tell you the truth. But what I don't like is that, yes, he was the main villain, but at the same time, they didn't use him as the main villain. They're using, the Monster Association practically as the main villains. They had the big ass centipede one, and a few others. Like I forgot the main guy's name right now, and also Go Getsu. Like second season was good. It wasn't the greatest season. Like on the real, like when he is the next great villain in anime history. He has to be. He's got like Frieza and Beerus and Jiren, and I mean like some really huge levels. You know what I mean? For Dolph Flamingo, I might be saying this wrong, Blackbeard and all the rest of them. Like this dude is on one of those levels, man. And Aizen, my personal favorite, Grimjow Jaggerjack is my favorite villain of all time, next to when Vegeta was a bad guy. Like that was my favorite two villains from anime history, and I thought Jiro was going to be one of them. Hopefully, they'll make him a lot more centralized as the villain, because he was shown a lot, but it just seemed like it was in spurts. Like in the spurts where like the last 3 episodes are about him, which is awesome, but it seems like they're trying to center around like the Monster Association sees that he's coming in and beating the shit out of like literally Class A, and I think he killed one Class S hero, and they were like, all right, man, well, since he's doing it, We need to just set up our association and just start murking everybody. And that's where we're at right now. Is that he was the end of the season, he was battered and bruised, man, especially after that metal bat fight. Like oh no, not just after the metal bat fight. Damn, I forgot he fought the dog dude too. The dog dude gave him some work, but he learned new methods from him. Like he learned a new method by fighting him. Like he's adapting as he goes, and without the monster steroid thing that everybody else ate because they're pussies. They didn't really show Sonic, Supersonic Boom also. So we're gonna see him with his monster abilities next season also. I wonder when the next season is, because remember, One Punch Man took it took a long time for season 2 to come out. So, and they gave us 24 really good episodes. And what I like about One Punch Man is that there are no fillers. There are no fillers. And the story continues to go per fight. Seems like Saitama will come in maybe once or twice. Like for real, I think Saitama really killed about on screen like 2 or 3 monsters, like maybe 4. Mostly this season was about the character development of Metal Bat, Jiro, and really the Monster Association, like them being like certain episodes were about certain people, which was kind of like, it seems like we're getting to that point now. Like, all right, Saitama that might not be the main character of this movie, of this show, even though it is called One Punch Man. Like, it just seems like there was really like a couple episodes where it centered around him. So we'll see, man. I'm definitely excited for season 3. I want to see like what more story fleshing out they can do with Jiro. Also with Supersonic Boom. I hope they do him justice, because he looks like he's going to be a badass with the monster ability. Yeah. So that was One Punch Man. Attack on Titan. Let me tell y'all something. I started watching it again. I didn't really get to finish it yet. I don't want to get too far deep into it, but we figured out that you can get the Titan formula, especially if they are almost dead. And guess what? Guess who's almost dead? Guess the last part. Guess who's almost dead? Who's going to be revived? Or is Cap Levi going to take? Which one? You guys know next Wednesday for that one. You're welcome. But also started watching Demon Slayer. Let me tell you guys something about Demon Slayer. Why does every good so this is the formula for a good anime. Just in case you guys are looking for animes and you need to figure out, well, when is it going to be good? How do I know that an anime is going to be good? When the main character's family within the first 5 minutes is slaughtered. Yep, I said it, and I'll say it again. I said when the main character of an anime family is slaughtered is when the anime it has nothing but god tier potential on that anime. Sorry, that's just the way it works. I didn't make the rules. I'm just giving you them. You know what I'm saying? Demon Slayer starts off within the first 5 minutes with this part, and it only goes up from there. Like, woo! I've never seen so much carnage in the first 3 episodes, man. Like, it just seems like, except for Berserk. Berserk gets a little squirrely. But I cannot wait to flesh out this anime a lot more also. So I'm going to finish Attack on Titan. Here's the plan. It's Attack on Titan's going to be finished. We're on to in one of the episodes. The next episode actually that I'm supposed to be watching is the basement. What the fuck is in that basement? Why is the Beast Titan telling? Also, back on Attack on Titan real quick. Why is the Beast Titan telling Eren that he's coming to rescue him? What did his dad do? Was Eren's father the reason why the Titans were invented in the first place? Because that's weird if his dad is the reason why Titans are here, and they're talking about that they've been behind those walls for hundreds of years. Interesting. Why is this that? Why are Titans just eating people when they don't have to eat people? Interesting. We're gonna find out more next week. I can't wait to find out more about this, man, because I'm very excited about this. I love I love this show when it first started. Like once again, maybe not the family with. I mean, his mom is family, so I mean, she was slaughtered. So just giving you guys some feedback. Think about it. Dragon Ball Z, a whole planet was blown up, and what's that mean? His family was slaughtered, right? Right? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, Bleach. Oh, because Bleach is my favorite. Bleach. His mom was killed by Grant Fisher, who was a hollow. You're welcome. Just telling you guys, this is the formula, man. This is the formula. You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? This is the formula. Just read it. Look at it. I gave you a few, gave you some guys some God tier Jones. And now it makes sense. What? Aaron? Oh, hold on. What's the name? Eldrick and the brothers from Full Metal Alchemist. Their parents were killed. Batman, parents killed. Superman, whole planet destroyed. You know what I'm saying? That's just God tier things. This is what happens for the animes and also in comic book culture. Things happen for two families to build the hero, and then also make the show and flesh out the character of the hero. I'm just putting you listen. I'm giving you guys the formula. I'm giving you guys the blueprints. Here it is. That's just what has to happen, and for anime to be anime and also comic books to be fantastic. Just say when you see it, that's how you know it's going to be a fantastic anime. You're welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna watch some more Demon Slayer. Can't wait to watch some more of that. It looks like it's a fantastic show so far. Also, finishing up Attack on Titan is the priority. That is the priority right now. I'm only got like 3 or 4 episodes left of this season, so we're gonna get through that. I definitely need to start watching Fire Force. Everybody keeps telling me about that being next, but I'm like, look, I keep hearing that Demon Slayer is that new John. It's already better than My Hero Academia. I'll put that to the test because My Hero Academia said, look, we're gonna push back our date for our next episode to this weekend. So now I had to wait a whole week. I'm waiting a whole week for another new My Hero Academia episode. Fucking damn it, man. I don't know why they do it. Why did they do this to us? Why did they make us wait? Why do I have to wait? Why you do this to me? Come on, Japan. I love you, but come on. What are we doing here? I want to see what's going to happen with Zuko Midoriya. I want to see if everybody else gets through their hero training too. Hopefully they get their hero provisional licenses too. That's what I'm kind of excited for. I want to see the Bakudo seems different this season. Also, I don't know if anybody has caught that. I know that he's been shown sparingly, but he seems a lot different this season, especially after him and Deku got into the fight. That was one of the best things that ever happened. I wish Deku just whooped his ass, but it didn't happen. I was actually hoping Todoroki whooped his ass too, but of course that didn't happen either because Todoroki was like, I'm not using my other side, even though half of Todoroki was better than one half of Todoroki was almost better than Bakudo. It was a very good fight, actually. Very good fight. But that is what it is what it is. All right. So just in case you guys don't understand, I know this is anime and video games. For real, there ain't been really any video game news lately. Death Stranding comes out next week. Right? Yeah, Hideo Kojima's movie / video game comes out next week for for PlayStation 4. I think it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive, if I remember correctly. Or does it come out on everything? No. I think it's PlayStation 4 exclusive. So I'm very excited about that with Norman Reedus being the lead on that. Please do not burn me again, Norman Reedus. That's all I'm asking you. Please do not burn me again on a video game. I'm not going to rehash why I'm saying this, but don't burn me again, please. Please, Norman. Don't do it again. But yeah, man, I'm just very excited. I'm actually very excited for that game to come out. Also, man, I'm thinking really hard about a Switch, man. I really want to play this Pokemon Sword and Shield. It looks awesome. It looks like they went back to the old school methods of Pokemon, and like they they've done a great job with it. I've seen some of the graphics, some of the new Pokemon, some of the new like additions to them, like them being gigantic. I think it's I want to check this out, but we'll see. Yeah, I definitely will see about that. But I'm definitely going to get Death Stranding. I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this more. I've been waiting on this just a little bit less than Cyberpunk, which comes out next year in March, which I'm very excited about that video game also. And if you are playing NBA 2K, you have until this weekend to get your 50 wins and 50% of your wins. Like you got to be 50% for your wins. So you can do the draft combine, which is interesting all in itself. I don't ask questions. I'm trying my best to get there, but it's probably not going to happen this year. You play with idiots on the game, so that's just fucking life. Also, in nerd news, even though we're at nerd stuff right now, the Batman's roster is what the hell happened to my voice on it? Batman. Okay, Batman voice, Batman, the Batman. Okay, there we go. Batman has now. We have possibly our Alfred, and Alfred could be dun, 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 Andy Serkis. Who's Andy Serkis? You might ask. He is Caesar from the War of Planet of the Apes. He's also, was it Thaddeus Claw? Something Thelonious Claw? Thaddeus Claw from the big Australian / English dude that I think he's Australian or New Zealand or one. He's from one of those places because he has the or South African. He might be South African. He has one of those that accent. And he was on Black Panther. He was the one that was killed by Killmonger. He was the main little white dude that was helping out Killmonger. Just in case, for reference wise, he will be. I've seen that he was in talks. I'm guessing he's been casted. They're kind of talking like he's been casted for the role of Alfred Pennyworth. That's a big fucking Alfred, man. Oh my gosh. The last couple Alfreds have been short and big. Just putting it out there. But I like Andy Serkis as an actor. He's a really good actor. He's also really good. He was also in the directorial running for Guardians of the Galaxy before James Gunn came back. So we will have Andy Serkis as Alfred. Also, I'm reading the other places, but I'm pretty sure this is some bullshit because it's not coming from comicbook.com. So if it's not coming from comicbook.com, I don't believe it. But we also well, all right. Every time they get older, I get younger. So they stay the same age. 1 and 2. All right. Just in case you don't know who that voice is, I'm trying my hardest to do impressions, but but we possibly have Matthew McConaughey. This actually, where is this at? I want to make sure the Daily Mail. The dailymail.com. I don't know if they do bullshit or not, but I'm going to just believe that they do not. The Daily Mail has said that Matthew McConaughey is set to star as Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent. I want to see if this is bullshit or not. I don't think it is. Matthew McConaughey as fucking Two-Face? How many A-list actors are you going to have in this movie? You got Robert. Well, maybe not A-list. So hold on. Let me calm down with that craziness. As John David Washington is also. Oh, okay. So McConaughey isn't the only name in the frame to play Dent, as John David Washington, a.k.a. Black Klansman John David Washington. Also, he's on Ballers as Ricky. He is also in the running, which I'm reading on the Daily Mail, as for playing Harvey Dent. Hold on. Two-Face might be black? So we might have a black Catwoman, and we possibly might have a black Two-Face or Harvey Dent. I'm sorry, he's probably going to be Harvey Dent. They're probably not going to make him Two-Face, which would be stupid as fuck. But hey, that's the question. I don't ask questions, just give answers. But Matthew McConaughey looks like he's the one that's been casted for this role. This is a huge list of people. Now, Jonah Hill would have made this list of actors that much bigger with Penguin. Oh, speaking of Penguin, oh, my bad. I forgot to say this too. Speaking of Penguin, we got another big name that is in negotiations that I saw. This one was negotiations that I've seen. The Matthew McConaughey looks like that's definitive that he is the guy that's been pinned in. I'm gonna just say pinned. I'm gonna say pinned because I'm a gangster and that's what gangsters do. It looks like he's the one that's been pinned in to be Harvey Dent, which is fucking crazy. But Penguin, in negotiations, we have Colin fucking Farrell. Do you know who Colin Farrell played? First of all, we have season 1 and 2 of True Detective possibly being on this. The good season, also the shitty season. You guys know who probably was the star of either or. But we've seen Matthew McConaughey play a dark role before and fucking flourish. Colin Farrell we've seen in the comic book movie and that fucking faltered, aka Daredevil. The Daredevil with former Batman alum Ben Affleck. So I wish that we were getting Jonah Hill. I feel like Jonah Hill would be probably the perfect Penguin. Also, Josh Gad, man. I keep seeing Josh Gad wanted to be there. So that's what I saw at one point. So this is my throwing the Josh Gad hat in the ring. How the fuck is Colin Farrell going to play Penguin? We do know what Penguin looks like, right? And we do know what Colin Farrell looks like. Can he really pull off Penguin? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if he really is going to be Penguin because I'm really nervous. I'm nervous about it. I'm actually almost terrified for it. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I just don't know what to do about that thought process. It's crazy that like we are at this point where we're getting like multiple A-list / former A-list actors doing these huge movie roles. Doing these huge movies. And this is a huge movie roles. This is uh-oh. Sorry guys, hold on. My bad. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. My bad. Uh-oh. Hey! Don't do that. Don't you do that again. Damn it. Sorry. But we got this is a pretty huge list of people, man. I'm very excited to see what we do what's going to happen with this movie, man. I hope this movie turns out great, man, because Zoe Kravitz is also supposed to be part of this role. Part of the show also. So, it's part of this movie also. So, I'm nervous, man. Damn it, I'm nervous about this movie. About this show. Hey, if you're watching right now, say what's up, man. Say what's up if you watch it, especially on Twitch. I know you guys know how to talk, man. Say something in the chat room. Say what's up. I got my peoples watching. But I'm really excited to see what happens with this Batman role. And also, the anime movies. Now we got to wait on fucking we over here having to wait on what's gonna happen with Cowboy Bebop, which I'm very afraid for. I'm really hoping that this movie come back. I hope this movie works and happens, and I'm very, very, very nervous. Okay, very, very nervous about the Cowboy Bebop movie. And also, lastly, this is it. Taika Waititi is talking about Akira. Now, Akira is still on his radar. Just remember, he is doing a very huge movie, aka Thor 4. So I'm very excited to see the new Thor coming out. Also, I'm very nervous to see if Akira actually happens with Taika Waititi under the doing the honors of making this finally making this fucking movie happen. So, with that, damn, I'm sorry running out of energy at the end here. Okay. All right, my bad. So, with that, I want to thank everyone for listening to the Cruising Podcast. I am your host, Andrew Cruz. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast once again is on SoundCloud, also on Mixcloud, also on YouTube, also on Twitch. Also, you can find your boy Andrew Cruz on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also at Nicetown Finest on Twitter. So with that, also tomorrow I will have sports out, straight up sports, and possibly if any news comes out, I'm just going to talk about general shit too. But with that, thank you guys so much for listening to the Cruising Podcast. I am your host once again, Andrew Cruz. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for sports. Deuces.